Hello everyone, Sharpedo43 once again bringing you all week 5 of the EBA now. Today we're going to be playing against MrChabry and the Kentucky Typhlosions once again. Remember him? We actually played him in the NGDL for Season 4. So he, surprisingly enough, is actually in this league, honestly, which I honestly didn't expect him to be in, honestly. Because, honestly, this guy has also been in some more interesting draft leagues too, honestly. So I was thinking, for him to be in this league too is kind of, like, interesting. Like, he doesn't look like the kind of guy who would just simply let himself be in just any league, honestly. But he did, so we're going to be playing him again. Now, he is set to be a good battler, obviously. We did beat him in the NGDL, but the only reason I feel like we did was probably because we had Marshadow. But this time around, we actually have a team that we didn't actually draft, so this could actually be a lot rougher. And I actually did kind of have a hard time preparing for MrChabry's team, especially with a team that I'm not really familiar with. So yeah, but I mean, of course, the transactions that I made was only to like make the team more to my liking, and also in terms of comfortability. So, because remember that I'm also all about the appearances and whatnot. All right, you two, hold on, this man. All right. All right, you two. Okay, god damn it. Okay, confirm. Why the hell hasn't this confirmed? I would talk about his draft a little bit, but it's kind of like I don't really got a lot of time because I have another draft league to do after this, a battle to do, and you know I don't want to waste time. Okay, this is the team I made for him though. Just know that for a fact. I'll give you maybe an image of what his team is, or a list of what his team is consists of, his draft, but that's all I can like really show you guys honestly, cause yeah, right now like I don't have time. I'm like in a hurry, kind of. Like I kind of want to get this battle out of the way, and then we can actually do other things. Hold on, let me put a different thing though, because I actually do want a different thing. Let's play. Let's see. Let's play. Actually, no. The look of MrChabry's face tells me that I should actually use this thing for some reason. I think it's this one. Or is it? I don't remember if it's this one. Shit. We're gonna have to find out. But let's not waste any time, because MrChabry is a very well committed individual when it comes to draft leagues. He actually schedules times, and he's actually there on time, unlike other people who just fucking take forever, honestly. Say they're gonna be here at a certain time and then they end up being later or some shit. Anyways, let's get into the team that he brought. So he brought Tapu Lele. That's what I was particularly afraid of. He does bring Zam, Mega Zam. The combination of those two mons is actually threatening. He has a Raquanid to get sticky webs up, which is annoying. He did bring He brought literally everything I expected. What the fuck? Jeez. Why the hell am I predicting everything? This ain't supposed to happen. I'm supposed to be wrong about all this shit. That way the odds are in my favor, but no. They're actually, I predicted everything correctly. But yeah, as you can see, this team that I brought, yeah, it's very, very, very delicate, obviously. Toxicroak does not fare well against a Psychic team, obviously, but it was all I could really bring, honestly. And this thing can kind of put in work against mons like a Raquanid too, honestly. Maybe even, oh yeah, and Snorlax too, because Snorlax is kind of annoying. Can set up and, you know, be annoying and whatnot. But okay, but the lead. Now the lead is what we want to find out, what we want to lead with, honestly. So let's see. I don't want to lead with Weavile because he could just lead Tapu Lele just to get the terrain up. I'm actually really tempted to lead with either Registeel or probably Registeel actually. That way I can get rocks up if he doesn't lead with a Raquanid turn 1 to get the sticky webs up. We do have Armaldo as a rapid spinner, so we could get rid of the sticky webs if we so desire. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. Okay, this was the right theme. Okay, good. I was about to say, if I was wrong, that would just suck. Alright, MrChabry, what do you got for me, my guy? He led with Jolteon. I don't really like that. Wait a minute. Oh, that's why he led with it. Because he doesn't have Volt Switch immunity. Or because my team doesn't have Volt Switch immunity. Although I could technically Although I don't want to risk taking a Shadow Ball on this Gardevoir, because this Gardevoir is actually pretty good for his team. It hits a lot of his team really, really hard. If I Volt Switch right now, if I Volt Switch into, this is a good question. I could switch in right here into Rotom. He'll go for Volt Switch, then he'll send in most likely a Araquanid to set up the Sticky Webs. And then I can go into Toxicroak, get the Toxic off. I don't think anything on his team is immune to Toxic, so do I want to switch into... Because I could also switch into Gardevoir, and then his team will not be in good shape, but he could get a free Shadow Ball off before going down with his Jolteon. But if I switch into Rotom, he'll get Switch Initiative, and he'll get the Sticky Webs up pretty much guaranteed. So do I want that is the question. A lot of my team is slower already, but my Scarf Weavile is kind of what I need to make sure that the Tapu Lele and Mega Zam combination doesn't end up destroying me. But switching in Gardevoir is also risky, so you know what? We'll just give him the Switch Initiative. We'll just send in Rotom. Send in Rotom. This is just in case he predicts me and goes for Shadow Ball. I don't want Gardevoir to take unnecessary damage. He goes for Volt Switch, yeah. I didn't want to risk it though. I didn't want to risk him, you know. I just didn't want to risk him. Plus, I'd have to Mega Evolve instantly as well, honestly. Which I don't think is the way. Or maybe, actually, you know what? I don't think so, actually. Because this is using the same rules as the NGDL 4. So I didn't have to Mega Evolve with Gardevoir. I could have just stayed as regular Gardevoir and just gone for the attacks, no? Well then. Oh well, what are we gonna do? Yeah, I think I could have just stayed as regular Gardevoir and just gone for a Psyshock, but you know, I kind of didn't want to risk, and I kind of forgot a few things. Obviously, it's because since I'm kind of shifting between this league and the SNDL, I'm kind of like, you know, getting mixed up with things. I'm not very versatile, I'll have you know. If it wasn't obvious already. But let's see what this guy wants to send out. He's gonna send out Tapu Lele. Now the only thing that occurs to me right now is that this thing has the freaking, what's it called? That Volt Switch did a lot too, honestly, so I'm already suspecting this thing to be Specs. We're gonna try to switch in Registeel here. I hope he doesn't have Focus Blast. He could have it though. Hopefully it's not like Z Focus Blast either, honestly, because that would actually be a lot worse for us. Hopefully this is not a Combining set, but it could be, because I feel like with that combination of Alakazam, he could also be having the what's it called, the Terrain Extender, so that there's several turns for Psychic Terrain. This team that MrChabry has is really, really ridiculous this time around. Okay, he goes for Psychic because he thought I was going to stay in and just take it. Nah, hell no. I ain't going to take this. This man's crazy if you think I'm going to take that. Now, my concern here now is if he has Fightinium Z with Focus Blast, and is that going to KO from where it's at right now? I could stay and just go for the Toxic, predicting a switch, or I can also, I could also Protect just to see if he has it or not. I can Scout the Z move and not take so much damage. Or I could get Roxa predicting the switch, because Roxa, yeah, it'll force Mandibus to come in and, you know, take the hazards. That's the question. I want to predict the Fightinium Z, because if he has it, he has to have it, honestly. We'll Protect just to see. If he switches out, then he doesn't have it, or doesn't want to risk it. He stayed in. Okay, let's see what he wants to do. If he Calm Minds, that's scary. He did have it. Okay, good thing I protected then. Good thing I protected. Although it's still going to do a lot of damage, I feel. Thank goodness I had Protect on this thing. The alternative could have been to switch in the Gardevoir, but the Moonblast could possibly hurt. Especially since we now know it's not choiced. It's Tapu Lele. It's most likely Terrain Extender. Actually, no, it's not Terrain Extender. It's Z move. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. That did absolutely nothing. Bro, that did absolutely nothing. Oh, Registeel, you are a beast, bro. Okay, but now I don't think he's afraid to just simply go for the what's it called? Okay, this is a good question. Do I go for Rocks or do I go for the Toxic? I could go for the Toxic. But rocks will be more effective in the long run, because if he goes into Araquanid right now, predicting that Iron Head, he could just go for the sticky webs, and if I don't have my rocks up, he'll have the advantage and not me. I have Rapid Spin with Armaldo, so I can actually get rid of these. He doesn't have a Ghost type from what I'm seeing either, so Rapid Spin is pretty much free to get rid of the sticky webs and whatnot. So let's see. We dare Toxic or do we not? We could actually no. Let's get the rocks up, or should we go for Iron Head in case he stays in? I'm gonna go for Stealth Rocks. No, yeah, he's gonna switch out. Okay, we got Stealth Rocks up. What's he gonna go into? Araquanid. Okay, so free webs for him, because yeah, I can't prevent him from getting the sticky webs up. I could put this thing on a timer though. Or Alright. There's another thing we could do actually. We could switch into Toxicroak, which also has Toxic on this set. And there's not really a whole lot this thing can do to me, honestly. And I, on the other hand, can get a very powerful Poison Jab off. Nothing on this team will appreciate it. How many turns of Psychic Terrain is there? He's not Terrain Extender, which is good to know. Because that would have been pretty annoying with that Alakazam running around. But let's see. Next time he could probably run it, because, fun fact, I actually do play MrChabry twice this season of the EBA. So let's see. Obviously Gardevoir's not the switch in. We could stay in Toxic, or we can switch into Toxicroak and go for Toxic there. Or even Poison Jab spam, just to get some damage on anything he switches into. But truth be told, he doesn't really have a lot of switch-ins. Unless he chooses to double here. We're gonna try to switch in. Actually, I'm gonna switch in Toxicroak. Just in case he stays in trying to, like, expect me to Toxic him or something. But even if he gets the sticky webs up, we can get damage here. Alright, good thing. We got the dry skin off. Good thing. The terrain is gone. Now we could just Poison Jab this thing, honestly. Either that, or we can just... What would he switch into? He could switch into the Mandibuzz, honestly. I'm gonna just switch. I'm gonna just go for Toxic. And if I get the Toxic, like if he switches in Mega Zam for whatever reason, we get a Toxic on that too, honestly. Although, he may not have to Mega Evolve, honestly, if he has Magic Guard on that Alakazam. Yeah, because that's only assuming if we are actually going by the NGDL rules, like, in that sense, because he did say that he altered the rules a little bit. Okay, he did go into Mandibuzz. Okay, good. Takes rocks damage, and now he's on a timer. Good thing I have Toxic. And you know what the best thing is about running Toxic on Toxicroak? Is that because it's a poison type, it never misses. Toxic never misses. Because, yeah, poison types. I think it misses only if accuracy has been dropped with some accuracy dropping move, but I think those are not allowed in this game, in this format. So, okay, so I smell a Defog, to which I can just go into the Rotom, and then from there I get a free Volt Switch off. But he could have Toxic himself and could try to go for it right now, to which I could just send in the Registeel. Yeah, as opposed to like letting my Rotom-Heat take a Toxic, because I don't have a Cleric on this team. Okay, he's U-turning, that's fine. What is he sending against this thing? No, he didn't go for Defog, so my rocks are still up. What's he gonna do against me? He could send in Snorlax, actually. The Snorlax is what I'm particularly afraid of, because that thing could set up curses in my face. But he's going into this instead. Okay. Now the problem with this thing is that he kind of has me in a position where he could just spam Focus Blast, because I do believe he has Focus Blast on this. I'm gonna go for Iron Head. If he has Recover on this, we could have trouble. I'm going to assume he doesn't have Recover though, Because if he has Recover and then Substitute, that means he only has 2 attacks. And if he has Calm Mind on top of that, then that means he only has 1 attack. Which I don't think can cover everything on my team. He has Clear Body. Substitute, okay, that's fine. Good thing I didn't go for Toxic or Thunder Wave on this thing. This is Stab, so I think it should be able to break down this damn thing. Yeah, that's good. Just break it. I'm getting Recovery in the process, which is really, really good for me, so... yeah. We're just gonna Iron Head spam. Let's see if he has Focus Blast. Let him reveal it that he has Focus Blast. He does have Focus Blast, and it does hit. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. And I can only assume that that's probably because it's Modest. Yeah, and I don't have a switch into Focus Blast, actually. Or don't I? Don't I, huh? Actually, hold on a second. We could switch in Gardevoir right here and just go for Hyper Voice. And Tapu Lele is not Scarf, so even if it's timid, we outspeed that with Mega Gardevoir. The only thing we have to really worry about is the Jolteon, which I have Rotom still. So maybe, just maybe, we could switch in Gardevoir right now. Question is, do I want to do that though? Because what if he predicts my switch? Right now there's no reason for me to switch out. Well, I could Protect to see if he actually tries to go for the Substitute. This is pretty odd. Obviously Toxicroak is not the way here. He has Substitute, he has Focus Blast. Would he have Shadow Ball? I hope not. If so, and he goes for it, we can have issues. Okay. This is gonna Clear Body. He has Focus Blast, okay, but he missed, but that doesn't matter. Because I quad resist Focus Blast anyway, so now we just Mega Evolution and Hyper Voice this thing. Only problem here though is that after this he actually goes for the Snorlax for sure. I'm gonna Hyper Voice nonetheless. Okay, he's gonna switch into Snorlax maybe? Okay, he takes Rocks damage and then a Hyper Voice. This is not gonna be, unless this Snorlax is AV, which I'm not sure it is. Let's see. Hyper Voice. Damn, this fat mofo. Okay. So he has a Yapapa Berry. Alright, but what's the worst this thing can do? I kind of want to see how much Psyshock does versus Hyper Voice, so I'm going to just go for Psyshock. I'm going to go for Psyshock here. I'm just going to see how much Psyshock does. If he goes for Curse, I know exactly what to do here. It does about the same, honestly. Let's see. Let's try to Hyper Voice right here. Okay. But the question is he going to go for Recycle again? How much does this do? Ugh, it's a 2-hit KO, which is annoying. That is a 2-hit KO, which is really annoying. And I still need to get rid of that Alakazam if I want a chance at anything. Do I hard switch in the, what's it called here? Because look, even if we lose Gardevoir here, we still got Weavile for the Mandibuzz, honestly. Since that thing still didn't get Rocks off. So we could still have Weavile and just let this thing go down. Just not let this thing set up in our faces. I'm gonna Hyper Voice here. Get this thing weakened. His Tapu Lele is clearly not Z move, obviously. So, It's because it's only a matter of whether or not I want to let this Gardevoir go down. I don't have to let it go down. I could just send in Toxicroak, which kind of did what it needed to do already. Yeah, we're going to let it... Yeah, because Gardevoir can still kind of late game sweep this entire team as soon as Zam is gone. And Jolteon as well. Okay, now we just go for the Drain Punch. He would not want to stay in though, obviously. So I'm gonna just go for the Drain Punch. If he stays in and lets Snorlax go down, that'd be a blessing. But he could go into Tapu Lele, which, because I believe that Tapu Lele is still kind of healthy. So that could be a problem. He's gonna switch it out. Is he gonna go into Tapu Lele? He's gonna go into Mandibus, that's fine. Okay, Drain Punch did that much, which tells me that maybe Poison Jab will just straight up take it out. Which means the rocks will be here to stay. But then after that, he brings in either Tapu Lele or Zam. Both of which will mess me up big time. But after what's it called is gone, he still has that damn Araquanid, doesn't he? He does. Yeah, he does have that Araquanid still. And I think it's still healthy too. Ah, whatever. Let's just take out one of his mons. Or let's try to. Let's see if he actually does. It actually doesn't. Holy shit. I thought it did, honestly. But it didn't. Okay. Okay, so he has Roost. He has U-turn. That last move has to be the Fog, no? Let's see. Armaldo still hasn't taken any damage, which means I could just send it in against Tapu Lele or what's it called, for damage, just to damage it. And Zam is almost kind of gone, honestly. Unfortunately, Gardevoir can't take that out, though, because it's kind of weakened. Had it not been weakened, I could have taken it out earlier, but alas. Okay. I will... Do I stay in? Or do I switch into Reggie still? Because I think the U-turn is what's coming right now. And... Araquanid. He could go into Araquanid, honestly. It'll give me some HP back and will give me chances to take a Focus Blast. Okay, let me just go into this then. Because I can take the U-turn fine here, honestly. He could defog too, honestly. Or, you know, he could just knock off my leftovers. So, therefore, this thing is actually hella useless now. Yeah, this thing is hella useless now. But he has knockoff, U-turn, Roost, defog. That last move has to be defog, honestly. This means I have to let my Reggie still go down, which is actually annoying because I have to spam rocks here so that it stays on the field. Yeah. He'll defog. We'll just Stealth Rocks here. Okay, he's gonna switch out into what? Jolteon. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Here we're gonna switch into Rotom right here. Cause I wanna use this Registeel for fodder. And I know I can take at least one hit from the Jolteon, so. If he goes for Shadow Ball and it does a lot of damage to my Rotom, it's Spec, so yeah, let's see. Thunderbolt. Okay, Thunderbolt does okay damage. What was the switch into this last time? I don't remember. Either way, I'm gonna go for the Toxic right here Because if he stays in with Jolteon and just spams Thunderbolt, we just go for the, you know. Oh, he's gonna Wish Pass into something. Do I even need to wonder what he's gonna Wish Pass into? Now you have to stay in here. What was that mon he could possibly Wish Pass into? Alakazam, no? Because of this, he'll Volt Switch and probably go into Zam or Tapu Lele. I'd be astonished if he goes into Slacks right now. Do I want to Volt Switch? Because truth be told, I don't really have much for the Tapu Lele, and if I go for Overheat now, and he goes into that... This is very, very odd. I'm gonna try to... Dare I Toxic again? We could do that too, honestly. But he's Wish with Volt Switch, I think. We're gonna Toxic again. Oh no, he stays in. Okay, never mind. So he's not even Specs then. Or he's not even Choiced, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Now here, we're just gonna Overheat. Thunderbolt, he predicts again. Jeez, but why does this do... Well, it could be Modest, actually. This thing could be Modest, actually. But this did absolutely nothing. Holy fucking cranberries. So, obviously... Okay, this could be a double down, depending on what he goes for here. If he goes for a Shadow Ball, that could take me out. If he goes for Thunderbolt, I survive, and then I can see what he brings in before I have to let something go down. And this Rotom... No, I still have answers for Mandibus. I need to get rid of this Jolteon and the Once Alakazam and Jolteon are out of the way, and probably even Snorlax, I think we could win this, honestly. Because those two things are right now the threat. I don't want anything to take damage, so I'm just going to go for Toxic again, honestly. And we'll just go for Toxic a third time. He will Volt Switch here, which I take okay. What will he go into Tapu Lele? He doesn't have a Wish Up anymore, which is good. Dude, imagine me having to play MrChabry again, bro. That's gonna suck. Cause right now I'm like using like a completely over the top team because I really had nothing else to prepare for this thing. I do miss the Toxic, but that's whatever. He does take Rocks damage, which is actually really, really good. But damn, this thing never took any damage, which is actually kind of annoying. I'm gonna try to slow pivot in here. I think this is the time I need to actually just go for the... Or let something go down, basically. Yeah, the Moonblast, that's fine. This is the tough part, because I can go into Gardevoir. I can go into Gardevoir and then take out the... Or actually not even take out the Tapu Lele. Just put it in range where Weavile can actually take it out. Or I can go into Armaldo and just get damage off with X-Scissor. The webs are not up yet, so... And his Alakazam is still weakened thanks to the fact that he didn't get to pass the Wish. So I think I'll send in this just to get damage off. Yeah. I'll send in Armaldo just to get damage off. X-Scissor does the most damage, so we'll go for that. I don't think anything on his team other than Mandibus resists this, so... And if he switches in Mandibus right now, which he doesn't, and thankfully Psychic is a Psychic, I'm just gonna go for the X-Scissor here just to get that good damage. God, that does a lot of damage though. Well, actually, it takes it way too good is what I wanted to say. Now here, we could just keep the... we could keep the Armaldo and sack Registeel instead, honestly. Yeah, we could sack Registeel and keep Armaldo. Maybe Armaldo could be useful against the Araquanid. Sheesh, my stupid ass dad. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Would I actually want to switch in? I think sacking Registeel, because what is Registeel gonna do? It doesn't even have leftovers to get passive recovery anymore. So we're just gonna sack Registeel, honestly. Be surprised if he switches out himself. He's gonna Psychic. Yeah, Registeel. Okay. Now here... Here... we... go into Scarf Weavile, because this Weavile is Scarf, by the way. We're not going for Ice Shard because right now the Psychic terrain is up. So we're gonna go for Knockoff. Knockoff does not miss, so... And this is Adamant, so it's Stab on Weavile, which means from where it's at, it has to live this. It has to. Question is, what would he switch into right now, though? If he chooses to preserve this, because he could try to preserve this, actually. He could go into Snorlax, no? Or Mandibus, depending on what he predicts. Yeah, and in fact, I think he is going to try to preserve this Tapu Lele because he needs the Psychic terrain up so that he can actually prevent Weavile from cleaning up with Ice Shard if the situation demands it. Toxicroak can still be kind of useful for that Snorlax because it does put a lot of pressure on Snorlax and doesn't let him really keep going for Recycle. He'll have to attack eventually and then he'll get 2-hit KO'd by potentially the Drain Punch. Okay, yeah, he is going to switch it out, in fact. He's going to go into Jolteon. He's sacking the Jolteon, which is actually kind of interesting. Yeah, we knocked this off, though. Okay. He could bring in the... He had Magnet on this. This is why Thunderbolt did a lot. It wasn't due to specs. He knows I'm Scarf now, though, because he switched out the Tapu Lele. So he knows that he has to go into Mandibus here. And I think he goes into Araquanid right here and gets Sticky Webs up. And I don't have Rotom anymore. So, yeah, he could be in a good position here, actually. Yeah, he could be in a good position here, because this Weavile's what I need. But the Psychic terrain needs to go away, actually. Before I can actually, you know, Ice Shard the Alakazam. And even then, I may not take it out because I'm not Choice Banded on this Weavile. Okay, so he's still in a winning position right now, from what it seems. Yeah. This could be rough, honestly. He's thinking of what he can go into right now. He can go into either Mandibus or Araquanid. I think Araquanid is a very possible bring. He's gonna bring Araquanid. Which, yeah. Question is, do I want to go for Knockoff? Because if he gets those Sticky Webs up, nothing actually, yeah, he won't be able to, yeah, I need to actually, this is really, really rough. I actually need to calc this, actually. Weavile. Let's say it's banded, even though it's not. 50. Actually, let's put Scarf on this. Scarf. Araquanid. Let's say it's Adamant or Max Attack or something. 50. Knockoff, obviously, it has a 95 chance to 2-hit KO. After Stealth Rock's guaranteed to a KO. But what I want to know is, does Liquidation guarantee 1-hit KOs? What's my set? On my Weavile? It's 36. Okay, let me see. It's still, Liquidation is still a guaranteed 1-hit KO, which is actually really, really annoying. I think we lose this. Holy shit, I think we lose this. Yeah, I think we lose this. Because I can't KO this Araquanid. And he's gonna get the webs up. Oh, he protected. Damn. He wanted to see if I was actually gonna stay in. But, okay, he has Protect, he has Liquidation. He has Sticky Webs, that's for certain. That's a given, honestly. We go for the Sticky Webs here, or we just go for the Poison Jab. Yeah, we go for the Poison Jab. Who am I kidding? We definitely go for Poison Jab here. He has leftovers on this thing. But yeah, he definitely goes for the... Oh, he doesn't. Does he not have Sticky Webs? Or is he just messing around with me here now? He could be just messing around with me now. He's sacking Mandibus so that he comes in safely with, what's it called? Okay. Now he brings in Tabalele, I think. I am faster with Armaldo, so I could get the Rapid Spin off if he ends up trying to get the Sticky Webs up. But I'd have to predict him to set up the Sticky Webs, otherwise if he goes for any other move, he could win this, honestly. Okay, here comes the Alakazam. Okay. This is scary, because he still has that dang Snorlax still. My Gardevoir is weakened, so he can't really do anything. He is kind of in a coin toss right here. He has to kind of determine whether or not I'm gonna go for the, or I'm gonna stay in and just go for Poison Jab, or is he gonna just sit and go for the Psychic, or is he gonna predict and go for Focus Blast, predicting Weavile to come in? Because I could go for Weavile, but he could also have Dazzling Gleam. If I let this thing go down, well, he takes rocks damage with the Araquanid, and I could probably finish it off. Probably, though. But it's not guaranteed. I'd have to let this thing go down. Or sack Gardevoir. Because Gardevoir can kind of take out the... Actually, really, it only takes out the Mandibus. Actually, Mandibus is gone now. Mandibus is gone now. What the hell am I saying? Mandibus is gone now. We may not need... what's it called? But then it just finishes me off, and then just brings in freaking... how do we do this? I think we sack Gardevoir. Yeah, because Lele's left, but we outspeed with Weavile anyway. Ugh, this is weird. Oof, I don't know. I don't know. Oh shit, I don't know. Or, okay, yeah, we'll switch. I don't know if this is a good idea, though. I don't know if this is a good idea, though. Yeah, I don't know if this was a good idea. Yep, this was not a good idea. This was not a good idea. Because now, he got the substitute off. And now he gets to take me out. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. Yeah, this was a mistake. Oh, no. Why did I go for that? Well, either way, I still lose this anyway. Shit. I should have stayed in and just gone for Poison Jab. I had a feeling I was going to mess up. Yeah, I messed that up big time. Yeah, I could still break the substitute with this though. Unless he has Psyshock on this. If he has Psyshock on this, yeah, I think he just takes me out then. We're just gonna go for the... If he has Psy Shock, he has Psychic. I think we can live it since it's not under Psychic terrain. Nope, we cannot. Oh shit. I think we lose this. Yeah, we lose this. Rip me, man. Rip me. Yeah, we lose this. Oh my god. I shouldn't have switched out. I was debating on whether to stay and I just fucking couldn't make it out. Okay. What I'm gonna need now is just to simply miss the... We go for knockoff 100% of the time because... Yeah, we have to kinda... Yeah. We have to hope for Focus Blast to miss. If it hits, then we just lose. And he 4-0s us. Like, bro? He wins. Oh my god, he 4-0'd us. We lost really badly. Yeah, he got us though. He got us like really badly. But again, this was kind of what I was expecting in the first place though. It's just I wanted to see if I could actually like kind of play around him a little bit, but no. Is there really... I wish I had a priority move on this, but it's because I didn't put any on this because I didn't think it was going to be necessary with Tapu Lele having Psychic terrain. So we'll just go for, I guess, the Poison Jab. Yeah, there's the Psychic. Bang. Goodbye, Toxicroak. We lose. GG. GG, MrChabry. That was a pretty tough battle, to say the least. GG. We out this bitch. Boy. Damn. It's because that was... Those... I hate those scenarios, though. I hate those scenarios where freaking 50-50s come about. Yeah, he could have gone for Substitute, which he did, but at the same time, he could have just stayed in Psychic, which would have allowed me to bring Weavile. I shouldn't have gone for... I should have not switched out. I was thinking I shouldn't have switched out, but like I was running out of time, and if I run out of time and I'm still like looking at my Mons, it was gonna disconnect, and I didn't want that, obviously, so I just had to make up my mind, obviously. Damn, that sucks. Oath Wealth. So we're gonna lose 4-0. So jeez, we're like 0-5, I think now we're. I don't remember. 0-6. I forgot what week this is now, so I don't remember. Oh well. Okay, so that's gonna be the whole battle for week 5. I think it was. Yeah, I don't remember the weeks now. Jeez. It was week 5. Yeah, it was week 5. So that means that if I lost, I'm 0-5, I think now. I don't know. Either way, like I said in the last week battle though, this league is just going to be my target practice league, so I shouldn't really care too much if I lose the battles, honestly. It's just, this is just what I'm doing for funsies. Plus, it can kind of help me take off some of the pressure that I have from losing in the SNDL too, so yeah. So like, I don't feel too stressed out for these kinds of situations, because damn, dude, that 50-50 had me like panicking. I didn't know what to do, and that's specifically what I don't like about teams that have you 50-50ing around all the time. But yeah, what are we gonna do? So with all that said, thank you all for watching week 5, I think. Yeah, week 5 of the EBA. GG's to MrChabry once again. Do check him out in the description below. He's a fine content creator in my opinion, so do check him out. I'll catch you guys for I guess week 6 of this league whenever we get to it, either that or the SNDL. For now, just take it easy and have yourselves a damn good one.